Hey, welcome back to Album April. It's April 6th, and today I listened to Neon Bible by Arcade Fire. In past Album Aprils, I've listened to two Arcade Fire albums. The first was The Suburbs, which I thought was okay to good, and then there was Funeral, which I thought was a lot better. Each album only had one song that I thought was really, really great and stuck with me. That would be Empty Room from The Suburbs and In the Back Seat from Funeral. Still, there was a lot to like on both albums, so I decided to listen to another one of them this year, and decided that I would select their second album, Neon Bible. And I am so glad I did, because this is my favorite Arcade Fire album out of the three that I listened to. Both Funeral and The Suburbs only had one song that I just loved it from the moment I first heard it and felt like it would go into my rotation in the future. This album has three of those songs. I got this impression from listening to The Suburbs and Funeral, but now I'm absolutely sure of it. Arcade Fire has some amazing composers. I personally don't think they're the best lyricists. They don't have spectacular singers, but the songwriting is so good. And they are at their strongest when they lean into that. I mentioned this to someone else recently. Everybody's a different level as to where, when it's crossed, you would say that a song is overproduced. I feel like my level for that is a lot higher than most other people's because I eat this up. I love the wall of sound aesthetic. And it has been a while since I heard a song that better exemplifies the wall of sound than No Cars Go from this album. Lyrically, this song is fairly simple. It seems to be in the same vein as Somewhere Only We Know or Pocket Full of Sunshine, just like a place you can go to escape. But when it comes to the way it sounds, when I say spectacular, I mean that in the purest form of the word. It is a spectacle. I was in awe listening to this song. I don't know if I've ever been listening to a song where I thought to myself, there's no way they can make this even bigger and better, and then they do that. In No Cars Go, that happened at least twice. Bigger does not necessarily mean better. I know that, I understand that. But not only is this song huge, it is so beautiful. I cannot praise it enough. No Cars Go is one of the best examples of indie rock I have ever heard. If you don't want to check out the whole album, at least check out that song. As is the case with the other two Arcade Fire albums I listened to, if the song's concept is not very simple, it just comes off as completely opaque. The only songs where I could confidently say what exactly I was listening to were the two songs that are clearly meant to be like companion songs with each other. The first is Antichrist Television Blues, and the second is Windowsill. It's telling the story of a father managing talented daughters, but it turns into an exploitative relationship. Television Antichrist Blues is from the point of view of the father. Windowsill is from the point of view of the daughter. And even though most of the music on this album is very timeless, that's how you know it didn't come out recently, because if it had, it would probably be about mommy vloggers or something. Also give an honorable mention to Ocean of Noise. I remember that song being pretty good too. To be fair, I didn't dislike any of the songs from this album, but the three songs that are really good are so good that they kind of overshadow all the others. The closing track of Neon Bible is My Body is a Cage, and that song was so good. I definitely think it was a mistake to have that be the closing track of the album. No Cars Go should have been the closing track. But it has a similar wall of sound style, except while No Cars Go built it up gradually, in My Body is a Cage, it slams into you. Listening to it with headphones made me feel like I got taken out by a tidal wave. And I don't mean that in a bad way. And my second favorite song from this album is the second song on this album, Keep the Car Running, which had a very folksy edge and sounded a lot like more classic rock. There's also a lot of folksy elements throughout this record, with instruments like the organ, the accordion, and this song heavily features the hurdy-gurdy. Yes, there is an instrument called the hurdy-gurdy, and if I didn't already know what that instrument looked like, I would imagine something out of a Dr. Seuss book from that name. So, to sum up, I absolutely love this album. Not only were all the songs good, on average, the song quality was much higher than it was in Funeral or The Suburbs, but the three songs in particular, Keep the Car Running, My Body is a Cage, and especially No Cars Go, are amazing. Cursory Google searches tell me that the fan base tends to say that Funeral is the best Arcade Fire album. I disagree. I think that Neon Bible is a lot better. But whether you ultimately agree with that assessment or not, I still think that Neon Bible is worth a listen. All right, thank you for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.